just waiting on people to show up. We'll start in just a second.
All right, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another video. This is gonna be a little bit different than what I usually do, but I really wanted to share this info because I think this would be something that I would really want to know if I was starting my own project and trying to make money online. I'm not gonna waste your time, so I'm gonna leave a timestamp if you wanna go straight into just knowing how much money I'm making here on YouTube and online. However, before I dive into the nitty gritty, I just wanted to share a little bit about why I'm creating this video.
Did you get notified?
In a sense, this is kind of a challenge for myself.
I'm not sure
to
if I'm doing everything
ever
correct.
more honest.
This is the first time
I don't feel
live,
like I have
so
anything to hide.
bear with
and
me,
I
guys.
find that it's a little bit challenging and a little bit uncomfortable to be super honest online sometimes. But that's a challenge that really interests me. I want to push the boundaries. It can be uncomfortable to talk about identity, burnout, or money, right? And that's exactly why I want to talk about these things.
Well, whatever the case is, we're gonna go ahead and
we can learn a lot from each other if we share more about these topics.
All right,
I love the
so
concept
I'm just
of being
gonna go
radically
ahead and
honest.
start,
I think it
and I guess
contributes
people will just join
greatly
us
to
if
mental
they even
clarity
get notified,
and
which
to
would be funny if they
being
don't get
clearer
notified.
on your own objectives.
So still got to figure that out. And what
One
I'm
of my
basically
favorite
going to be
quotes of all
doing
time
during the
is by
live
Mark
sessions
Twain.
is I'm just going to
He
do
said,
product
"If you
research.
tell
So
the
if you have
truth,
any
you don't have to
question,
remember anything."
oh, you turned the bell on.
That has always really stuck with
If
me
you have any
because I think that
questions
we all have a limit
about
to our
just
mental
product
bandwidth,
research
right?
or anything
And
like
so
that in
we've
general,
gotta be
go
selective
ahead and
very
ask them, and I'm
intentional
just going to
about
be
where
searching
our
through
energy
products,
and our
show you
focus
how
goes.
I would
So
do stuff
anyway,
or
all
how
that
I
to
do
say
stuff,
that I think
so that
it
you
would be
guys could
valuable for me
just
to share my
see what I'm
process,
doing
my
and
progress
go through
in trying to make a living online, especially as I start out this project.
done, or if you guys are
Especially
doing
if
your
you
product
are going
research,
through
you don't
something
feel so
similar. I think the
lonely,
world
you have
is
somebody to
moving
do
more in that
product research
direction
with.
of
So whatever the
working
case
remotely,
is, if you
right?
have questions,
I track every single cent
feel free
that
to
I
ask
make
them.
and spend
Hey, what's up, bro?
on spreadsheets on Google Drive.
Cannot
So
pronounce
that's
your
what I'm
name
gonna show
too
you guys.
Russian.
Okay, so my income right now
But,
can be split up into
yeah,
four
guys,
main categories.
so that's what I'm going to be doing.
Which I'm gonna go
If
through
you have questions,
one at a time.
go ahead,
It's
ask
Google
them right away.
AdSense, store sales, which honestly
don't
that one
hesitate
hasn't
to ask
even
them
really
while I'm
begun
doing
yet.
the product research.
Affiliate links
I'm going to
and
go
my
ahead and stop
Patreon
and just
page.
try to
I
answer
think
as
it's
many
really
questions
important to
as I can.
diversify income
So
streams,
basically,
especially online.
I was going to be doing the
because
product
as you're going to
research
see,
with
things are
Facebook.
they
You
fluctuate.
seeing
They're very
these,
inconsistent.
the
Okay,
Facebook
so
plugin
let's start with
that just shows you
AdSense.
ad, but for some reason
can see
Facebook is
here, in the
acting
month
kind
of
of
March,
weird with
I
me.
made $489.73.
They basically are only showing me these
That is by
ads
far
right
the most
here.
I've ever made on
So I
ad
have to
revenue
fix that, and it's the same thing for all
ever
my accounts.
since I
So
started
that's the
YouTube
main
in
way I do it.
2015.
I
For a
go
little bit of
on here
context,
and
check
search
this
for
out. I'll
just
put the
random
last
products, see what
3
pops
months.
up, and then
I
go
was
off of that.
on average making,
Now,
I don't
the
know,
other way
$1 or $2
that I
each
recommend you
day.
guys do it,
And
another way
then
that I do it
in the
is
last
by going
month,
over to myip.ms.
I had one video, my cold
and
showers
the
video.
link's going to be
I don't
to
want
that
to say
website
blow up, but
to
it
the
got a
site
lot of
that I'm in.
attention.
It's going to be in the
Started to get a
description,
lot
so
of
if you guys want to
traction
check
on
through,
YouTube, I guess YouTube,
feel free
the
to do so.
algorithm started recommending
Basically,
it,
like I said, I was
and
going
that
to
is
do the
where
product research
95%
here,
of
but
this
this
ad
is
revenue
just
comes
acting
from.
weird.
So I had a couple
we're
of
gonna
days that were
focus on my
incredible,
Shopify
$65 in one day. But as you can
And if
see
you
here,
guys have
things
the advanced
come and go.
dropshipping
So
kit,
it totally slowed down. Now it
Christian,
looks like it's picking back
you're
up.
pretty
I have
much
no idea
kind of
why.
familiar
It's
with what
completely
I'm
out of my
doing here,
control.
but
That's again
I'm just
why
gonna go
I
a
think
little
it's
bit
so
more
important to
in
have
depth,
other
and
revenue
you can
streams.
feel
Because
free
if
to
I
ask any questions.
relied completely on Google
Can't really
ad
hear me?
revenue,
All right, let's
it
fix
would
that.
be-
Am I
it would
too
be
loud?
really stressful as it comes and goes. And again,
It's
comparing with
probably
previous
can't hear
months.
anything.
For example,
All right, I got
in
you guys.
January I made 36.87.
All right, how about now?
In
Could you guys hear me now?
February, I made 36.26, so it really wasn't increasing. And then all of a sudden, things are growing now. So
Ooh,
things
there's
might
another
go up,
video
they might
playing
go
in the
down next
background.
month.
Oh. Had another YouTube video playing in the background by accident. Sorry about that, guys. Close tabs. Yeah, I got you. I closed them. I have a lot of tabs open. But yeah, we should be good. Could you guys hear me now? Watching movie. Nah, I just had a YouTube video going on in the background. All right, let's see. Let's do the audio. How about now? Yeah, here. All right, we're good. Is the audio still too low? Eva? Christian Sanchez, yes. All right, so the audio's still too low. All right, let's see this. Does this help when I get closer to the mic? Like, I don't want to have it too loud. Much better now. All right. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to repeat myself, or what I was saying was that, did you guys hear any? Probably it's on max. It's not on max. Wait, are you saying with me or with you? Oh, your volume is on max. Yeah, that helps when closer to the mic. All right, I'll actually just go ahead and hold the mic with me. Feels like I'm about to rap or something. But like I said, guys, I'm still working on the whole setup thing. It took me a day or two to actually set everything up. But now that I have, all right, I'm going to keep it this close. So I'm actually going to use my other mic for next time. But I was having issues setting it all up. Now that I have you guys here, or I have some of you guys here, what I was saying was that I'm going to be doing these videos to do product research, and I'm just gonna walk you through everything that I do or how I do my stuff, and I'm gonna be just researching for products. Feel free to ask if you have any questions about anything, and I'm gonna be showing you why I would recommend some products and why I would advise against some products. I was gonna start off with using Facebook, but it's acting weird. It's only showing me like 3 ads, and the same thing's happening for all my accounts. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my ip.ms. If you guys want to follow along, make sure to check the description. I have the link to there, or to where I'm at right now, if you guys want to follow through. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. And guys, don't hesitate to ask any questions. Just feel free to ask questions. Whenever I see them, I'll go ahead and answer them. So let's start with this. Like I said, my ip.ms is probably one of my favorite sites for product research, apart from Facebook. Facebook would be my favorite one. I don't pay for anything, and I really wouldn't recommend you guys paying for anything. I feel so weird holding the mic, but I really wouldn't recommend you guys paying for anything, or like Ecom Hunt or any of these other plugins, just because a lot of what they do you could do for free. If you guys want to pay that extra money to get basically the same information, then obviously go ahead and do so, but I would advise against it. Now, when you come to this page, what you want to do is just scroll down. Don't start on the first page, because this is just going to be a list of Shopify stores, or stores that are hosted by Shopify. And most of these are really, really high-end brands. Like you have ShopifyPreview.com, Mondo Tees. I'm guessing this is Mondo Bytes from a tech channel on YouTube. So let's see that. No, never mind. Wait, is it? Yeah, well, obviously we can't drop ship any of this. So you don't want to start in the first page. What I recommend is going around like the 50th and above. Sometimes you have some hidden in there, like on page 40, page 30, but they're really hard to find. So all you have to do is just come in here and you click this little icon here. It's going to pop you up a second window, and what you want to do is just look at what that's creepy. Just look at what they're doing, look at the store, see if they're drop shipping, and take some products into consideration. Just make a note of any products that seem that you want to get into, or that seem like they have potential. So obviously this one we can't do anything with it. Let's try this one. Again, we can't drop ship that. The only thing that sucks with this is that some of these stores just have some weird names, and you don't know which ones are drop shipping and which ones aren't. Food, we can't do that. And this is going to be a little bit different than my other videos, just because I feel like my other videos are a little bit fast paced and all of this bluff is cut out, just because I don't want to bore you guys with it. But again, these lives are just to show you on what I do, and we obviously can't drop ship this. So I'm just gonna raw, not edit anything, and just see how that goes. But where were we? Let's go with this one, Greenfield. Say Greenfield. Yep. Nope. Obviously here we have a lot of e-commerce brands, which we don't want because we're drop shipping. So we don't want to focus on any of these brands. You might take some inspiration on how they design their store. That's about it. But obviously you're not going to be selecting any of their products. Same thing as like MonoStream. your left ear. Yeah, I honestly don't know what the heck's going on. I did a couple of checks right before I got into the stream, but yep, still having a hard time. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm still testing out a couple things, so hopefully the next stream is going to be better. Just follow along here with me, or just stay here with me while I figure this out. But again, this is just a testing one. Next one's going to be better. Nope. And it just consists of just sitting here clicking a bunch of shit. That's going to be your product research. Some of you guys might find it boring, but that's what you have to do. Like, it's part of the business. By the way, guys, do you hear the music in the background? I have a little bit of music, or just put some music really low just so it doesn't seem too boring, or so that things are not too low, or just awkward silence. Nope, you can't hear the music in the background. That is strange. Yeah, I actually did a couple of tests right before I launched, and everything seemed to work fine, but apparently now everything is falling apart. So I'll still have to play around with the settings. Damn, a bunch of these sites, obviously we can't drop ship a bunch of this. This is why I want to do the Facebook method, but like I said, Facebook's acting really weird with me. I can hear it. It's just really low. Yeah, I just wanted the music really low just so it doesn't drown out, like, so that music's not louder than my voice. And my voice seemed to be perfect or fine when I tested everything out, but you know, things happen. It is what it is. Have any of you guys watched Big Mouth? They would work for Amazon. It's just for Amazon, I would recommend that you use something a little bit different, something like Jungle Scout, to actually go inside the app or go inside Amazon and look for the products, not necessarily do this method. This is more for drop shipping, but some of the basics, like just looking for their best sellers. Like, let me just show you. So for example, let's just say that this was a drop shipping store, and you wanted to see what they were selling, or you wanted to get some ideas of what to sell. What you would do, or what I would recommend that you do, is go over to their best product listing, whatever category you want to get into, and just filter out the products by best selling. Let's just see here where they have their filters. Apparently they don't have any filters on here. Let's try another store. Right here, I'm not looking for a specific product. I'm just going through all the stores to try to see what is selling or what is most popular. You could try something like this. I'm pretty sure you can find this on AliExpress. Let's see, fitness. So stuff like this you could find on AliExpress. I really wouldn't recommend selling anything like this though. Yeah, we got some horrible examples today. But sometimes you're just gonna have to sit there and you're gonna get a bunch of, you know, garbage, or a bunch of like shitty websites, and eventually you're gonna find that one site that has that one product. So it's just a matter of just sitting down and just doing this for hours and hours. It does get a little bit boring after some time, but just try to make it fun. Can't drop ship that. This is more of like a brand. Can't do this. Damn, a lot of these are brands. Let's go deeper into Shopify. Electronics. By the way, guys, if you guys are selling electronics, I would highly advise against them, just because they could be faulty, and if you have to deal with exchanges, it's just a hassle. So personally, I stay away from electronics. If you guys want to, feel free to do so. I just don't like them because I've had bad experiences with them, products being faulty, and I don't like dealing with anything like that. So just depends on what it is that you want to sell, but I would advise against selling electronics. Damn, a bunch of these are just brands. The other day I was on here, I actually found like 4 or 5 dropshipping stores right on top of each other or right in a row. But right now I'm just getting some bad luck. And it's okay, guys. Sometimes you're going to spend an hour or two and really not going to find anything. And you just have to know that that's part of the process. You don't want to give up after like a day or two. It takes a while. Like if you guys want to get into drop shipping, you have to be aware that finding the product takes a while. And sometimes you're just going to sit here and get a bunch of shit like this. And then you're going to be like, what the hell? This is, I don't need any of this. But it's just part of drop shipping. Why do a lot of people say that dropshipping is dead? It's clickbait. Yeah, like the dude in the bottom said, it's clickbait. They do it just to get a bunch of clicks. It's kind of like saying, oh, shopping is dead. Really not gonna happen, but it gets clicks. So I guess I feel like this is just gonna be more of us just hanging out, talking about drop shipping, doing product research. I feel like that's what this series is gonna end up being. Because I would not be able to promise you guys I find a winning product every time I host the lives. It's just me showing you what I do and just talking about stuff, or just talking about drop shipping, I should say, not stuff. How do I deal with refunds and returns? I do not like dealing with them, but when I do, I have to get them shipped over or sent over to a PO box. So if you want, you could set up a PO box and have your returns go to a PO box. Or if you're comfortable with them being shipped over to your house, you could obviously do that. Yeah, you really don't. You don't want to end up with a lot of products back. That's why I stay away from electronics, because electronics gives me they give me a lot of shit. Like, people complain about electronics and clothing like shirts, pants, anything like that, just because sizing and whatnot. So I try to stay away from those two things. Yeah, no problem. If you have any questions, feel free to keep on asking. Is there any way of getting a drop shipping product faster to the customer? No, not really, unless you want to unless you want to pay for expedient shipping, but you're going to be paying like $40. So no, there's really no way to get the items shipped faster unless you're drop shipping from a US supplier, in which case they're going to charge you more and you're going to have to pay for the shipping. Yeah, dude, no problem. Just keep the questions coming. Yeah, the more you guys ask, the better these streams are, or I feel like the better they're going to be. Just because people are asking questions and I'm able to just keep this going and it's not, awkwardly silent. Damn, I clicked on this one already. Have you ever linked Teespring to your dropshipping store? No, I've not. I have used Printful in the past, not Treespring or Teespring. There you go. Doesn't work. Yes, I have. I've experienced PayPal and Stripe account lockups. Yes, those are the worst. High risk created from chargebacks or fraud. Yep, I actually know how to get back into both Stripe and PayPal. If you want, it's really easy to get back into Stripe and PayPal. Just follow me on Instagram. actually just hit me up, and I'll be able to point you in the right directions to getting back into those if you're ever banned. An alternative to them would be using by the way, if I'm looking up there, it's because my monitor with all your guys' replies up there. Okay, where was I? An alternative to Stripe or PayPal will be just to use a merchant account, something like authorize.net. A merchant account is just a little bit better because they ask for more information up front and they don't lock you afterwards like with Stripe and PayPal. The reason why you get locked so easily with Stripe and PayPal, it's because they allow you to just open up an account without really asking or verifying much information, apart from like just social and stuff like that, but they don't really go in detail and check everything and verify a lot of things like they do with, or like merchant processors do. So with the merchant processor, your application might take a little bit longer to be approved because they have to do a lot of background checks, or they just have to check a bunch of stuff. And with Stripe and PayPal, it's easy to sign up and whatnot, but there's a bunch of horror stories about people getting their money locked up and whatnot, and people getting banned from both of those accounts. And I was actually banned when I was just starting off, and I've been banned because obviously when you get banned from PayPal, there's no way to get back into it. But I was able to get back into PayPal and Stripe because I found loopholes and whatnot. Yes, that also applies under the business account. The reason why PayPal doesn't like dropshippers is because they're high risk, because you don't have control of the entire business and you rely on somebody else to ship out the products. So that's why they're considered high risk. Even if you make the PayPal account under a business account. When building a brand, do you copyright your logo? Depends on the brand. Like if I'm doing something that I really, really want my name behind and that I really want to brand, then I would. But if it's just something to get, like, I'm not gonna say quick buck, but if it's just to make a trendy product or just a general niche store that I don't plan on having for a very, very long time, I really don't. I just create a quick little logo. That's it. Yeah, all right. Sounds good, Eva. Sounds good. No problem. Any other questions? Feel free to ask. What do the logos cost me? The logos, I actually design my own logos, bro. So I don't really file anything. And if you're talking about the copyright cost, that's gonna depend on where you're at. Yeah, it's gonna depend on where you're at and whatnot. Website, bro. I'm in London City. No, I have not. Yeah, then I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what to do in London. Honestly, wouldn't know, bro. How long should you test a product? That's kind of an open-end question. Yeah, that's kind of an open-end question because there's really no way to tell you how long you should test it. But if you're not getting any sales or you're not getting just any clicks or anything like that from, let me make myself bigger. There you go. If you're not getting any sales, if you're not getting any add to carts, if you're not getting any link clicks, then obviously after like 2 or 3 days, you want to kill the ad. But if you're getting traction, you're getting interactions, you're getting sales, you want to leave it running for as long as possible. It's a really hard question to answer. I would have to look at the products and see how the product is doing in order to tell you how long you should let it run for. How do you hit people's emotion when marketing? That's the golden question. How to hit people's emotion when marketing. I'm actually gonna do a live stream on branding later this afternoon because I design all my logos and everything. Used to be a graphic designer before all this, so I will be doing a live stream on branding. So if you guys want to talk more about that, that would be during that live stream. In this stream, I'm trying to focus a little bit more on product research, but I will answer any other questions, or I'll try to answer any other questions. But for this one, I would recommend you go to my live stream for branding, for the how to hit people's emotions when marketing. So DF or DJFD7702, bro. Just join me in my live stream later on in the afternoon. It's going to be like around 6 p.m. Yeah, the product research stage is the hardest, and that's why I'm doing this right here. I'm just researching products. I'm not going to tell you guys I'm going to find the winning product on these live streams because it's really hard to find a winning product. So I'm just going to do my product research, and if you guys have questions, ask them. And yes, I'm doing branding. Or yeah, that would be amazing. I'm not sure what was that. Was that because of the branding stream that I'm doing later on? If so, excited to have you there. Hopefully you join us. All right, let's keep on looking. Let's keep on looking while the questions keep coming. Oof, sorry about that, guys. So stuff like this, obviously we can't sell stuff like this. I keep getting a bunch of shitty sites or closed sites. What kind of stores would I recommend you build? If you can, you could build a store that scales sideways, or a very, how should I put it? You don't want to go super specific, or I wouldn't recommend if you're starting off to go super specific, like trying to go super specific here. My mind's trying to blank, but I would recommend that you go to like a niche that has a lot of sub niches, like cooking. That it has grilling, it has high end cooking. You could target people who are just starting off. You could target just people who do it as a hobby. It has little sub niches. It has multiple sub niches. So something that has a big niche to it, like cooking, and has a lot of little sub niches. So you could target all those sub niches. What my goals are for drop shipping on my monthly targets. Right now, I'm trying to do at least 14 grand profit. Having trouble hitting it, but work in progress. I really need to fix my mic because I don't like carrying my microphone. No, not a day, a month. I want a day, but it's hard to get it for a day. 14 grand a day. That's a hell of a what's it called, the store? I was thinking this was drop shipping, but let's see, what is this? I know a lot of people do jewelry drop shipping stores. Personally, I don't like jewelry, or don't really like to do jewelry all that much unless you could really pull it off, or unless I could pull it off. But like a general jewelry store, nah, they don't really work out. Something like this, the reason this works is because I feel like it's custom made, or it's just a little bit higher quality than what everybody else does when they drop ship jewelry. Yeah, they're not drop shipping this. I'm pretty sure they're not even drop shipping this. Affiliates on Instagram. Never buy any ecom course. Did I ever buy any ecom course? I did. I bought well, not necessarily bought, but it was Alex Becker, like way back in I would want to say 2014. 2014. Late 2014 or early 2015, one of those. I think I have a video where I talk about when I first started dropshipping, but I've been dropshipping since like 2014. And then most of it was just trial and error. I never had a day job. Like I got lucky enough where I never had a day job. My first store was successful. I just got lucky. That's what I feel like. So I've never had a day job. Right after high school, I got into dropshipping, and luckily my first store was successful. And if you guys are wondering what product I sold, it was a men's bracelet. I don't know if you guys seen the skull bracelet. Let me just pull it up. Actually, it was something a little like this. Oh. Yeah, it was something like this. This was the first product that I ever sold, and it did really, really well. But like I said, guys, I feel like I was just lucky on that product. But yeah, I never had a day job. When I was younger, I always told myself that I never wanted to get a job, or I never wanted to work for anybody. So far, I've not had to work for anybody. By the way, guys, if you just see me just randomly scrolling here and not clicking anything, it's because I'm reading the names, because some of these names just seem like brands, and I know that if I click on them, it's going to be the same thing that I've been clicking on for like the past few minutes. Let's see. You hate your 9 to 5? Dude, I don't know if I could even handle a 9 to 5 now. I feel like I'll get annoyed at people just because I'm so used to working by myself and doing things how I want. But I feel you, bro. Would hate to be in a 9 to 5, man. That's why you got to keep working. You got to keep pushing. What did it make for you to classify that? You did well. I made around $7,000 for the first month. Not profit. I don't remember what I made profit, but I remember I was super excited because I broke the $7,000 mark in the first month. But I do not remember exactly how much I made. Again, this was in 2014. This was a while back. I still remember the day that I got the sale. It was pretty tight. I went to sleep like right before New Year's. I didn't really celebrate New Year's all that much, but I went to sleep. It was a couple minutes or a couple hours before midnight and before New Year. And I went to sleep, woke up the next day. I had 2 sales. I remember it was the best feeling ever. And that was the first time I launched my ads too. But like I said, guys, I felt like I just got lucky. Since it was my first try on everything, and I know a lot of you guys, that's not going to happen for a lot of you guys. You feel like you're wasting time every day. Oh, thank you, by the way. I don't mean you, bro. I get it, dude. It feels like you're not really moving sometimes, but that's because it's not like you're building something. For example, if you're putting together a car, or if you are building a house, you could see that house being built. You could see your time and energy, in that house because it's being built. But with drop shipping, it's a little bit harder to see it, just because there's nothing that's tangible. You can't really hold anything. You just have to keep searching. Bro. Don't give up. It takes a while. Trust me, it takes a while. Sometimes you could spend 3-4 hours searching and not find anything. And I'm telling you this from personal experience because sometimes I spend 3 or 4 days straight just looking for products. So trust me, you're gonna take a while. And I am 23. Crap, I forgot. I actually just had my birthday not that long ago, so I'm still in that phase where you say your old age instead of your new age. Best software to steal winning products. I don't use any softwares. I use myip.ms, or I use this Facebook with the with an extension to only allow you to show ads, and that's how I find my ads. I don't really use any other software than that, apart from these two things. Damn, how long has this live been going on? But don't worry, guys. I'm gonna be on here for a little bit longer, so have questions, keep them coming. What's the name of the extension? Ooh, damn, it had the name right here. I actually have a video on that. Hold up, give me a second. I'll send you, because you have to press this link. If you go through the Chrome extension, you're not really gonna find it. Give me a second. I'll get you the link right now. Let's see. Or you know what? Where's it? Yeah, you know what, Eva? I'm gonna have to get back at you. So if anything, yeah, just message me on Instagram, and I'll send you the link to the plugin. Yeah, because you have to press a special little link. It doesn't just you can't just find it in Chrome. Or I had a hard time finding it in Chrome. Oh, thank you for watching the videos, though. Appreciate it. And yeah, it's gonna give you a direct link towards to the extension, and that's what I use. It's just that mine's acting a little bit weird. It was working perfectly fine yesterday, but now it's just showing me these 3 products. So I'm not sure if it's something wrong with the extension. You give it a try, see how it works out. Should you deal with taxes or avoid them? You want to pay your taxes. You don't want to avoid them. You really can't avoid taxes unless you don't use your social or you get the money under the table. But pay the taxes. By the way, I don't want to give you guys any tax advice, but don't really take this as advice. Take this with a grain of salt. You shouldn't pay taxes unless your store is profitable for like 2 years straight, or it maintains profitable. Don't take my advice on it. Just run with it, but do some more research on that. Yeah. If your store is getting somewhere like $500, $300 profit for like 2 or 3 months, this really, unless you're gonna consistently stay in the positive, you shouldn't really be paying taxes on it. But again, I really don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to give anybody tax information. Then they do all that stuff and get mad at me if it doesn't work out for them. Yeah, dude, hopefully it helps you move faster in the right direction. It should, especially if you get stuck with, definitely speak with a CPA. Yeah, definitely speak with one. If you're paying, oh wait, yeah, you're not asking me to play poker. I was like, wait, what the heck? My first, yeah, dude, hopefully that course works out for you, dude. Hopefully it works out for you. Most of the time, you want to just take it in once, go through it, sit down, don't take any notes, just watch it, absorb as much information as you can, and then you want to take notes the second time around. The reason that I don't take notes the first time is just because I get distracted trying to like write down everything and whatnot, because I don't know what's coming and I feel like everything's important. So if you're doing the course, just watch it first, don't take any notes. Second time, take notes. All right, let's get back to this really quickly because I feel like I've just been talking to you guys and not doing any product research. But it's okay, guys. Just keep questions coming. Okay, this looks like a drop shipping store. They're drop shipping watches, but oof, it's not in. What language is this in? Oh, nope, never mind. I didn't even see that. Didn't even see the brands. Yeah, no problem, bro. Dick belt. let's see this one. Okay, what's happening here? Okay, let's see this. Okay, so I feel like they're drop shipping. I mean, it looks like a drop shipping store. Let me see if I could find these products on AliExpress. Let's see, what is it? String and China bracelet with small red beads. I'm just gonna copy this and see if we could find it on Ali. Okay, yeah, we found something similar. But if you guys plan to sell a product like this, I would recommend you guys build a strong brand first. Don't try to drop ship this right off the bat. I feel like these are one of the hardest products to drop ship when it's just like some, I wouldn't want to say general looking jewelry, but it's some jewelry that you really can't target, or it's not super niche. You want to first build a brand around your store and then sell those products. Don't really just drop ship these right away. So that's my little quick advice on selling jewelry on your dropshipping stores. If you're selling generic jewelry, you want to build a brand first. If it's niche enough, for example, if it's like a jewelry, if it's a necklace of a pug, or if it's like a necklace of something that relates to something, or if it's a necklace that has to do with veterans or with people in a certain community, that you could drop ship. But when it's something like what you saw there, like just some general looking jewelry, you don't want to drop ship that. You want to build a brand around that. That's if you want to sell that. Goldfishes. You should drop ship goldfishes. So if you guys are just joining us, again, I just want to repeat myself so I don't bore any of you guys. I'm just doing product research, just doing my own little product research. I might find some winning products, and if you do, hey, you found them with me. So I'm just doing this, guys, because I feel like some of you guys lose your edge, or not edge, but get frustrated or impatient when you're doing product research and can't find anything. This just goes to show you that you're going to spend hours doing product research, and I'm here with you, so I'm going to do it with you. And hopefully these streams start getting better as time goes by. Like I said, I was just running into some technical issues. See, this would be kind of nice, but yeah. See, who would you target for stuff like this? I'm not gonna lie, sometimes you really have to, yeah, you see a product that you like, but it's pretty hard to find out who to target. And again, that's just part of the game. Yeah, dude, use Grammarly. Grammarly, let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, dude, Grammarly will definitely help you out. Oh, shit. A little bit too out there. All right, yeah, dude, use Grammarly. Let me see if I could just... Should look a little bit like this. Here's the logo. You want to use that. That's going to definitely help you out with the spelling and commas and periods, punctuation basically, and spelling. So yeah, if you having issues spelling or need assistance, especially like you said, if English isn't your main language, use Grammarly. It's a plugin, just installs. You could use it with Chrome. So I have it right here, just to double check your spelling. Yeah, Eva nailed it too. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. And it's cool, bro. Everybody learns from whoever they wants to learn. You know, no hard feelings. If you still want me to teach you, I'll be more than happy to, bro. Mm-mm. So for those of you guys who are just joining us, I'm just sitting here doing product research. I'm not saying I'm going to find a product. I'm just doing my research. So if you guys want to see how I do my research, or if you guys are doing your own research and want to do it with me, or just want to talk about dropshipping while I do research, feel free to do so. No problem, bro. See, stuff like this, I see people trying to sell this jewelry or stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tomorrow Channel. Thank you. Much love from USA to Germany. Yeah, so I see a lot of people trying to do jewelry stores or trying to drop ship jewelry. You could do it, but I would recommend that you first build off your brand in order to drop ship stuff like this. If you guys are starting off, if you guys have never drop shipped before, or you've only done one store but it failed and don't really have much experience, I would not recommend that you drop ship anything like this. So if your store looks like this, or if you're trying to sell products related to this or similar to this, just stay away from them. That's a little bit too advanced. I would just recommend that you try to find the niche and do not go with this, just because you really need to work your pixel. You really need to work your brand before people are able to trust you or just buy jewelry from you. Most of the time, people just go on Amazon or buy cheap little jewelry somewhere else. So if you're really, really trying to sell jewelry, build a brand first. Don't drop ship it right off the bat, especially if it's your first store. Damn, there's been a lot of closed stores. Probably like, what, 5, 6 of them? Mountain bikes. What would I advise you to promote on? It depends on what it is that you're promoting. If you're promoting yourself, I'm just going off that just because it said cloud music. But if you're promoting, let's just say your music, I feel like Instagram would do the best. If you're promoting products, it depends on what you're selling and where your market is. Most of the time, for me, Instagram is where it's at for me. Facebook, not so much. But Instagram is where it's at for me, especially Instagram stories. Don't have to, bro. You don't have to buy the course, man. It's cool. It's cool. Wasting time and money. Searching for company swag. What? Okay. Play some more little music in the background, just so we don't have that awkward silence. An iPhone case. All right, bro. iPhone cases. I feel you. They're, you know, there's a lot of them, but if you want to make some money with iPhone cases, I feel like Instagram's where it's at. I have one of my friends who sells iPhone cases and chargers. He focuses mostly on Instagram, so that's where I'm gonna advise Instagram. Instagram's where it's at. Just make sure that you have a good case, and it's not just like some regular bland case or a case that you could just buy about anywhere. So just make sure you can't just go to your local store or to a store nearby and buy it there, because most likely, if that's the case, then your product's really not going to perform well. But if you did your research and you saw that it's a possible winner, then I mean, go for it, bro. Trap Lord. That sounds more like a brand, actually. Oh, they're out of business. Okay, guys. See, you could turn your drop shipping store into something like this if you want to sell pet products. Here you go. See how clean this looks? I know we're doing product research, but we were going to talk about this during the branding phase, but look at how clean this looks. This is what you want your store to look like. Obviously, not everybody's going to be able to achieve this, but if you could try to aim for something like this, that's super cool. You don't have to have anything plain in the background, but imagine just the picture, like just as a picture, it still looks really, really good. Imagine this, it was just a static image, that would look really, really good. So it doesn't have to be a video, but look how clean the images look. Yeah, dude, we'll definitely take a look at it. I'll try to take a look when the stream is over, or if not, just hit me up on Instagram and just send me a message, and I'll take a look there, and we could just talk a little bit more there. Are you scaling using Facebook ad sets? Yeah, I use Facebook ad sets, and that's pretty much what I run my business on, is just Facebook ads. All right, so when you find this, when you find a store that is potentially drop shipping, even though I'm find this on Amazon, oh no, they're not drop shipping, my bad. What it seems like they're doing is that they basically run their store with Amazon. So what ends up happening sometimes is that some of these stores, they create a nice looking website and all that, but when you go and buy a product, you have to buy it through Amazon first, or you have to buy it through Amazon, or they only sell through Amazon. So some of the stores are like that, and apparently this one is like that too. Although all of these products, I'm pretty sure you could find them on AliExpress, especially if they're selling on stuff like, or if they're selling on Amazon. What they end up doing is that they get the stuff from AliExpress or from Alibaba, put a logo on it, and then sell it. But they did a really good job with their website design and all. Nope. Extreme Sports. Let's take a look at this one. Damn, that's a lot of closed Shopify stores. Another one. Yeah, guys, hopefully for the next stream, this works out a lot better and the audio doesn't sound, too one-sided. See, I was actually afraid to use my other microphone because I know that my other microphone is mono, or stereo, I mean, and it only records on one side, but I never had that happen with this microphone that I'm holding here. So I just thought that was going to be an issue this time. Let's see. Classic. No. Okay, these are Ray-Bans. Nope, we're not doing that. Okay, yeah, this is a dropshipping store. All right, we found one. You see how long that took? So guys, don't get impatient. You have to build patience when you're dropshipping, because you're going to sit here for hours and hours and hours till you find something, and then you maybe found something and there's really nothing there. So you guys are going to have to experience that. And you saw that firsthand. Sat here for a while. I've been sitting here for a while. It's the first time, or the first store that I come up with that actually drop ships, or that looks like they actually drop ship. So don't be upset if you spend 2 or 3 hours and don't find anything, or you spend a week and found only 2 or 3 products. That's part of the game. So let's go to new arrivals. We could search by new arrivals or by bestsellers. New arrivals are usually products that these companies are gonna start testing out or are about to test out. So if the market is moving in a new direction, you could sometimes catch it ahead of time by searching by new arrivals and see what products do they plan on moving to next. Or you could search by going over to bestsellers, and for bestsellers, it's usually the what has been their best-selling products, and kind of get an idea of what's get tongue-tied. Kind of get an idea of what's selling or what's hot. Yeah, these videos are going to be very, very different than my other videos, because my other videos are generally very clean and very short. And here I feel like I'm rambling on. Okay, let's go with new arrivals. So you could obviously test some of these products. Some of them would obviously, or some of them look like just fillers. Let's see. Hairpin. I could see somebody selling this to cat lovers, people who like to do their hair. Or have you seen those? Well, my mom watches some of these channels, that's why I know about them. But those channels where people talk about, hairdos or different type of hairstyles for girls, by the way. You guys could obviously target influencers in that niche that are into, hair stuff and who love cats. And this would be a good product to sell. Not super expensive, $14. This seems like something people wouldn't be able to get just about anywhere. And it would be even better if you're able to get specific with the cat, like the breed. But this would be a viable option. This would be something that I would definitely keep in mind. So I'll set it to the side. Or actually, let me bring it back here because we're still doing the product research. Okay, so this would look like something that I would get into. Go back to new arrivals. Bareface socks. I would not really. I'm just trying to find what pops out to me the most, and that's what you should also look for. So apart from it being a new arrival or a bestseller, try to find something that pops or that really stands out. If it's something that people could just about get anywhere, but it's selling well in a store like this or just in any other store, it's usually because they're either offering it as a upsell. They're either offering it as an upsell, or it's just because their store brand is so strong that people just end up buying other stuff from their store. For best sellers, it's actually very simple. You just have to go to the filters. For this one, they have the filter here. It's just new arrivals. For other products, for the best sellers, you would have to go into, the store doesn't have it. Or let's look at categories. Let me see. Let's go to dresses. Okay. Very empty store. I'm trying to just show you here, but okay, they don't have any filters. Yeah, they don't have any filters. So let me just hop over to another store to see if I could show you the filter so you could just look at their best sellers. All right, let's see if they have them here. By the way, this is you don't want to drop ship this. I'm just using it to give you an example. So you want to look for their little filter section when whatever store you're at, any website. Most websites have them. The ones that don't have them are usually the smaller ones or the ones that are poorly designed. If your store doesn't have any, then there's really no way to look around for one if your store does not have a filter, or the store that you're looking into doesn't have a filter. But once you find it, you just have to sort by best selling. That's pretty much it. And then you get the best sellers, and then you just take note of them, and then you go from there. Just take note of them and set them to the side. And once you set them to the side, you have a couple of products. Then you want to go a step further and research how trendy they are, or if people are searching for them. But we'll cover that in the next live stream. Again, this one's just a little test. I'm just trying to test out, make sure everything works. Once I get everything working flawlessly, we get into those little bit more advanced live streams. No, I don't want. Whatever. Okay, here we have another watch store. Let's see if we're drop shipping this. Sometimes these high brand stores, or this high ticket item store that sells like normal watches, sometimes they just drop ship the products. So let's actually take a look, see if they're drop shipping this. I accidentally closed out of the store. Never mind, I can't go back in it. Wait, which one was it? Which one was it? Okay, I lost the store. What the heck? Yeah, AliExpress stats are also a good way to go. Like I said, I'm going to be going a little bit more in depth. Oh, OMD shop. All right, got you. Thank you. Let's see. Where were you? Oh, here we go. All right, so let's go back to this. Thank you, Eva. Good looking out. Okay, let's see. ODM. Nah. Yeah, never mind. ODMdesigns.com. I mean, unless, that's too much. I said unless, they had their supplier engrave the logo here, but yeah, if that's the case, it wouldn't be drop shipping. What would I do if Stripe isn't available in my country? If you could, bro, or if you have anybody who has a bank account in a country where Stripe is accepted, you could go that route and then just use the other person's bank account. Or if you have a bank account in another country, you could do that and use that bank account to make a Stripe. But if you don't have anybody who has any access to a bank account that is accepted by Stripe, then what you want to do is, use authorized.net. You give them a try. I'm not sure if they're accepted in your country, but if they are, give authorized.net a try. What they are, they're a payment gateway. So they're kind of a middleman between between the person making the payment and you, and the merchant processor. Hopefully I'm not losing any of you with what I'm saying. Just try to follow along. But what you want to do is use authorized.net. They're kind of like a middleman. What they allow you to do is they allow you to connect to multiple merchant accounts. So for example, you could use your bank and connect it to authorized.net and accept payments through authorized.net, but your bank has to have a merchant account. So that's one way you could go about it. So yeah, just ask your bank, see if they provide any merchant services. And if they do, you could connect it to authorize.net, or you connect their services to authorize.net and start accepting payments with your bank. If you don't want to use any other merchant accounts, or if the other merchant accounts suck. Trust me, dude, merchant accounts, I just feel like there's a lot of, I don't want to get a little bit too off topic, but I have my beef with merchant accounts just because I've been shut down a lot of times. And what sucks is that they could just shut you down at any second. Like, all of these merchant accounts, at any second, they could just shut you down because, oh, maybe you didn't sell something that they like, and you're basically at their will. So it sucks, but you know, it's part of the business. I actually wanted to make a merchant account that doesn't have to deal with any of that using crypto, but those shits are hard. All right. Let's keep on looking, going back here. So like I said, this product might not be, they might not be drop shipping it because the supplier is not really going to go out their way to engrave it. Engraving, that would be a whole nother thing. But let's give it a try. Let's just see if we could get the model number. Maybe with the model number we could find it. Nope. All right, let's see. Okay, perfect shape, patented. Okay, yeah, this you're not gonna be able to drop ship, but there are those cases where some products are really, really expensive, like $170, but people are drop shipping this, and that's high-end drop shipping. Which, if you're doing that, your store has to be on point. Like, you really, really have to have a beautiful looking store, which I'm excited to talk about in the branding stream. Just because I really, really like working on a lot of graphic design and all that stuff. It's just like something that I just always like doing. But I thought I was going to be able to find that on AliExpress. Fortunately, wasn't able to. Kite print. I actually read it right as I clicked it. I know this is not going to work. iShop. This seems like a general store. Oh, never mind. Yeah, should have guessed it. Yeah, I should have guessed this something related to Apple. I thought they were going to sell like iPhone cases or chargers or stuff like that, but wait, let's double check that. Yeah, I should try to look for them by pictures. I actually wanted to use this method, like I said, but not really working out for me. Nope. Wait. These people are just selling clothing. Like I said, I don't like selling clothing just because you get a lot of returns. If you guys are selling clothing, I don't know what to tell you. I would just advise against it. But it's up to you, you know, do whatever it is that makes you happy. Vivid shop. Nope. All right, bro. I'll make sure to reply as soon as I get a chance. Ooh, this is another good design too. I'm over here getting off topic. Oh, these actually look really, really nice. Okay, I think I'm gonna save this just because, damn, these look really nice. I think I might end up buying one. Yeah, I think I might end up buying one. These look really nice. Let's just see if they're drop shipping them. But yeah, this looks really, really nice. Canteens. Oh, really? That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Yeah, these look really nice. I just like how this looks. It just looks really, really nice. Let's see. Multicam. Let's try Canteen Camo. No, they're not drop shipping it, but it would be nice if they were. I would have bought one right away. Well, I still actually plan on buying one. Let's see, where is it? I'll just save it for later. All right. And if I price it 3 times, usually it depends on the product. If you have something that's like $1, I'm not gonna sell it for $3. Or if you have something that's like $2. If it's something like $2 or $3, I generally end up selling it for like $15, depending on the perceived value of the product, because that's very important. If you have something really cheap and you buy for $1, you obviously can't sell it for 15. So I would just have to get a feel for what it is that you're trying to sell. If it's something that's like within like $1 or $2, maybe even $3, I would not 3 times the price. I would do it a little bit more. Keep in mind that the product has to have a high perceived value. But if you're selling something that's like $11, $10, then yeah, 3 times would be a good rule of thumb, but doesn't mean it's gonna work, or doesn't mean that's a good starting point all the time. What I like to do when I don't know how to price my item, or if I'm too overpriced, is I like making a campaign for free, like just running a free campaign. Have the product for free, have everything for free. And the key is you're actually not shipping out the product, you're just advertising for free, a small little $10 campaign. And then people are going to start buying it. When you don't have a price attached to a product in Shopify, Shopify's not going to ask the customer for any shipping information or anything like that. Well, any card information. They're just going to ask them for their shipping information. And they're going to go ahead and just purchase the product, quote unquote, because it's going to be free. So not only are you building off your pixel, but you're seeing that people are actually interested. And then from there, I just start playing around with the pricing. Maybe price it at $10. If people still buy it, price it up a little bit higher. Just trying to find that sweet spot of the price. But if you're starting off, I don't recommend you do that, especially if you're a beginner, just because I would only do that if you had a little bit more money saved up to really test on ads. But if every penny counts or every cent counts, then I wouldn't do the free method. I would just do what he said over here, which is try to price it 3 times more and then go off of that. But if it's a product that's under $3, I would not do the 3 times. I would just try to sell it for around $10, $12, $13. It just depends on the perceived value of that item. Yeah, we're not going to be drop shipping anything like that. Would I also, oh damn, I'm on page 15, no wonder. what I also feel like doing is when I find products on here from actually doing the product research, well, from the product research, I feel like building stores during the branding live stream. So I'm just brainstorming here, just throwing out ideas. Like I said, guys, I'm just testing things out right now. But I do enjoy going live, or I am enjoying live. We've already been to this one. I'm just skipping through some pages here. So sorry if I'm moving a little bit too fast. All right. Nope. Damn, what's wrong with all these stores? A lot of them been closing down. Okay, what is this? Practice in loving yoga, hit the ground running, shop deals on spring active. All right. I'm not sure if they're trying to make this into a brand. Yeah, they're not drop shipping this. I feel like they're just starting out with this. All right, that's not gonna work. No fun press. Again, guys, this is product research. This is it. This is the nitty gritty. This is what it is. It's just hours sitting in the computer looking for products. Yeah, they're not drop shipping this. Trust me, guys, you're not gonna find a product in like 10-15 minutes. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Crap, I already clicked on that one. Nope. Okay. All right, guys. So if you have any more questions, I'm actually gonna start wrapping things up. I saw Sika Blyant. I'm not sure if I'm butchering your name, bro, but I'm gonna go ahead and answer your question right now. Just let you guys know that I'm gonna start wrapping up. Didn't find anything, but like I said, for next video, we're actually gonna try to fix any of the errors we had going on for this one, and hopefully that Facebook one is working, so I could actually show you the other way that I search for products. And like I said, didn't find any product, but that's part of the game. Now the question is, what do I prefer, one niche or a general store? I thought I was the only one who took Oh yeah, dude, it's a normal procedure. And what I prefer are niche stores. I prefer a niche store just because they're a little bit easier to sell to and target to, as opposed to just a general store. In the general store, there's a lot of moving parts to it. You constantly have to look for new products. So you're not going to necessarily run out of products, but you're constantly going to be looking for new products. For niche stores, if you build a sideways niche, or I don't know if you guys seen my video on sideways niches or on niches, but a sideways niche is something like cooking that breaks down into, cooking that breaks down into other niches. For example, in the cooking niche, you have people who like to bake, people who like to grill and whatnot. That's what I would go for. So a really, really big niche that breaks down into smaller niches, so that you could target those smaller niches, or you could target multiple people but still be niche. And yeah, dude, it's not just you who takes 4 days to find a winning product. It's everybody, bro. It's everybody. And that's why I'm making these live streams, so you could see the real process of actually doing product research. And it's not 10-15 minutes. I know some videos are like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but that's because people look for the products beforehand and have them ready and just talk off of them. But that's not what I'm doing here. I'm actually showing you the process, how it actually takes hours and hours. So if you're taking 4 days to find a product, you're actually doing it pretty fast. Yeah, man, no problem. Appreciate the love. So if you guys have any more questions before I log off, now is the time to ask. Preferably about product research or anything to do with products. Or if you guys are having trouble finding niches or thinking of niches, feel free to ask. I'm gonna give you guys probably a minute more. And while that minute goes, I'm gonna be looking for a little bit more products. Okay, wait, what is this? Numero 70, yeah, numero 74. Over the well, cushion, nice blue. Mow the well, by no matter. Do I recommend one product stores? Yes, if the product is something that is complex, definitely one product stores. If it's something like, I'm trying to think of something that would make a horrible one product store. I just hate it when you have the thing and then just your mind just goes blank. But something that I would not do a product store would be like, let's say, pet leashes or pet collars or something for your dog. I would do something, a bracelet. There you go. That's something that I wouldn't do a one product store. Something that's very simple, something that's complex and that has a lot of things, moving parts, or a cooking utensil, something that lets you, deep fry things faster or lets you cook faster. That would be a one product store. So something that's complex and has a lot of moving parts, definitely a one product store. All right, bro, be checking my DMs. It's just that I get a lot of replies, but yeah, definitely be checking my DMs. I'm actually going to check them right after this, so I'll be replying to you shortly. All right, guys, so that pretty much does it for this one. This is the first live stream, little test live stream. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you again, hopefully today. I'm going to try to fix everything. So by today's live stream, the one in the afternoon, hopefully everything runs smooth. So if you guys want to see me create a store, yeah, go for it, bro. Make a suggestion. But if you want to see me create a store, if you want to see how I design logos or how I design the store and whatnot, feel free to join me. And also how I design ads and whatnot. Why don't I use a headset with a mic? This mic was just supposed to be down here because it didn't even show, and I was able to hear myself just fine when I was testing things out. But apparently, we had some issues where people just hear me on one side. And I also have that mic over there. I don't know if you see it, but that one, actually, let me make this a little bit bigger. So I have that mic right there, which is the main mic, which I record all my videos, and that's how I get that really, really clean sound. So I'm probably going to have that right here, like literally right here, next time you guys see me live. So that would be better. Mic, the headset, I feel like the audio of the mic isn't all that great. But yeah, dude, hopefully next video will be better, and they're going to keep on getting better. All right, guys, so that pretty much does it for today's video. That's a wrap. Thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Now to exit out of this. Like I said, I always find endings awkward. Same thing in my videos. I spend hours trying to see how to end it or trying to think of a way to end them. All right, guys, later.